In this video, I'm gonna share with you the 3 top tips I always share with my clients that get them from being super uncomfortable when it comes to getting on camera and then breaking through and being able to confidently get on camera and start making videos to grow their business. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kamila, founder of Heart Behind Hustle, and I help impact-driven entrepreneurs, mostly coaches and experts, to grow, scale, and align their business with their heart so their hustle is intentional and super effective. In this video, I'm gonna share with you the biggest things I share with my clients that help them actually become total rock stars when it comes to video creation. You might have felt all kinds of discomfort when it comes to creating videos, but you've heard from many people, maybe including myself, that making videos is actually really good for business. Not only do people get to connect with you on that as close as personal level as possible, but they also get to see your cadence and your tone of voice. They get to see your personality a lot more. So obviously it's a lot easier to make a real connection with a potential client through video than a blog post or an email. What if you're really wanting to get on video, but you feel like you're just not very confident when it comes to showing your face or actually sharing your expertise? I mean, what if you don't know what you're gonna say? What if you freeze and you're like, I feel so awkward? What if you feel you're not really a performer or an entertainer and you're like, I don't really know how I'm able to have this kind of level of energy when it comes to making videos? Or maybe this is a common one I hear from my clients too, is what if you're like super overwhelmed by all the technology and you need to have this camera and you need to have this platform and you need to do all these skills and all these things? What if you have all these challenges when it comes to getting on camera and actually showing up for your clients? I have 3 specific tips I'm going to share with you to help you actually get on camera as soon as today. If this sounds good, I would actually love to first hear a commitment from you that you're going to get started now. Because this is my first tip, is to start just doing it. There's so many people I hear from that are just terrified of getting on camera. What if somebody sees them that is a family member or an old friend and they're like, what are you doing talking about blah, blah, blah on camera? Like, who do you think you are? Or maybe they think that they're just gonna look really awkward and it's gonna be embarrassing, whatever. So what I wanna do is just encourage you to get started today. You can't get better if you don't put in the practice. Getting on camera and getting comfortable with getting on camera isn't just gonna start by you planning how to get better on camera or just watching videos like this one on how to get confident on camera. It's gonna come through by you doing the work, by you pressing record, showing up, sharing your value with people, and just going for it. So I want to share with you a quick story. One of my former clients, an online virtual assistant, was terrified on getting on video. She just felt like so self-conscious and like, what if I don't know what I'm gonna say? So I supported her. We got her through those blocks and she pressed record. She went live on Facebook for the very first time. And lo and behold, she got a client on that very first live stream. I won't say that you're gonna get a client from the very first video that you create. I mean, that would be silly if I promised something like that to you, but that just shows you the power of getting on camera and busting through your fears and showing up regardless of what the mind stuff is coming up and just going for it. And guess what? The more you do it, the better you're going to become. So go ahead and just start today. All right, my second tip is to not worry about things not being quite perfect. You might be comparing yourself to people that have huge production teams. Maybe you're comparing yourself to Marie Forleo or some YouTuber that you really love. And you're like, man, their videos are just so perfect. You know, they say all the right things. They're not really having a lot of filler words. Maybe they look beautiful. They're all put together and I'm not. And maybe you're comparing yourself to that person. You're like, I try to do a video and it doesn't look like that, so it's not good enough. I have to wait until I can make my videos look like that. And that is such a huge thing that's gonna keep you stuck where you are, because guess what? Those people, they didn't start out like that. They didn't start out having, $10,000, $20,000 production crews following them around. It's not how it works. They started small. They started with what they had available to them. And guess what? Your ideal clients don't want you because you're just the most beautiful person on one world or you have the highest production value. They want you because you can help solve their problems. And the sooner you can show them that you can do that, the sooner they're gonna want to potentially work with you. I mean, notice me, like, yeah, I have makeup on, but it's not like the best makeup. My hair isn't even done. I'm currently in my Palm Springs retreat for my private client mastermind. Turns out they don't have a blow dryer here, so I couldn't do my hair, and that is fine. I am still showing up on camera for you because I want to support you. Don't worry about all the details. Don't worry about making things perfect. As long as you have the passion to share what you want to share, and as long as you are willing to consistently commit and just show up for your audience, you're gonna do just fine. And the third tip I have for you is to stop taking it so freaking seriously. I had a client that would not go on camera unless everything was just exactly right. She was so serious about the whole process of going on video. So she had to have the whole script listed out. She needed to make sure everything was perfect in terms of her background. She had to go through this entire checklist that actually just zapped her energy and made her not that excited to even do the video at the end. If you are planning on getting on video or you want to start doing video more, what if it could actually be fun? Imagine that. What if it didn't have to be this whole crazy ordeal where it has to be perfect or it has to look like this or it has to be super pre-planned or pre-scripted? And if these are the things that are holding you back from actually getting on camera, what if you just ask yourself, how can this be fun? What if this could be fun? How would I show up then? What would I behave as? How would I look? What would I talk about? One of my clients is a bookkeeper, and she actually really liked getting on camera, but she felt very uncomfortable with the fact that she was different from all the other bookkeepers or financial experts that were on YouTube and just getting on camera in general. So her personality is very quirky and super fun, and she worried that she was going to be a little bit too weird for people and that they wouldn't take her seriously. So she was holding herself back from actually showing up on camera, sharing her value, all that stuff. So we needed to just get her to start doing it, because what you need to understand, what makes you different from everyone else that is already creating content that you want to share, is the brilliance that you have. It's what's going to make you stand out from everyone else. So for her, because typically when you think of financial experts, that's going to be, I mean, typically not the most fun thing, not the most exciting, not the most like quirky type of content. Well, she was able to really stand out and start making a difference in people's lives that were not interested in just the boring financial advice that they hear from everybody. She was able to connect with people that just wanted to understand, well, what is a profit and loss statement, and how do I start bookkeeping if I have no idea what it is? And she was able to start growing her audience in that way, and that is so, so powerful. So if you feel like maybe you're a little bit weird, or maybe you have a interesting personality that is not super professional, in this day and age, it is such an advantage for you to be different. It's such an advantage for you to just be yourself. So just freaking do it. Just be yourself, show up. People will want to hear from you. This is why you do what you do. You do this because you want to help people. So let's get into helping people, showing up, and before you know it, you're going to be able to grow your audience and serve even more clients as well. If you aren't subscribed to my YouTube channel quite yet, make sure that you do so. Go ahead and click on that button and hit the notification bell so you can be notified about the future videos I create, because I have many more coming around marketing, business strategies, and helping you grow your impact-driven business to the highs that you dream of. So thank you so much for hopping on again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.